The crunch of snow bites under your boots, a sound swallowed by a silence so heavy it presses against your skull. No birds, no rivers, just wind-carving scars across a continent of ice, your breath crystallizing the instant it flees your lips. The cold isn't just around you, it gnaws into bone, turning the ground to iron. Then, movement, a shape glides across the white horizon, too tall for a wolf, too fluid for a bear. It slides, soundless, a shadow drawn by something ancient and alive. Can you feel your heart lock as instinct screams you are prey? Your spear trembles as it nears, its hum a low growl that rattles the ice. What would you do if those eyes flickered open, staring through 40,000 years? This shadow has been waiting not just for prey, but for us, because the ice doesn't erase, it preserves. Entire bodies, flesh, fur, blood still red, as if death hit pause, and that first body pulled from the permafrost. It was this very shadow, a predator, sealed away, teeth bared, eyes half-closed in eternal rest. It shouldn't exist, yet it does, a riddle frozen in silence. But trust me, that was only the start. And those eyes just blinked. Stick around, this icy secret's about to roar back to life. The Ice Age wasn't just cold, it was an executioner with a twisted gift. Sheets of ice, miles thick, slid across continents, grinding mountains to dust, snapping trees like twigs, burying valleys in a white shroud. The earth groaned, its pulse slowing under that weight. Yet from this frozen crucible, life fought back. Herds thundered, woolly mammoths with tusks like scythes, steppe bison with horns like battering rams, rhinoceroses cloaked in hair like armored tanks. Behind them prowled dire wolves, cave hyenas, and lions so massive they'd dwarf a modern pride. This wasn't wilderness, it was war, survival, etched in hoof and claw. Ever wonder how a world so brutal could birth such giants? The ice imposed a cruel paradox. When it killed, it didn't destroy, it kept, perfectly. The first body emerged small, curled, fragile, a cave lion cub, Panthera spilea, unearthed in Yakush's permafrost in 2019, larger than today's lions. It stretched 11 feet, 500 pounds of muscle, its golden fur still vibrant, whiskers framing a muzzle, paw pads soft as a kitten's, frozen 40,000 years ago by a methane-rich surge, likely a volcanic winter's aftermath. It defied decay, its eyes reflecting light like a living beast. Scientists reeled, how could tissue survive where bacteria should have feasted? DNA analysis in 2020 showed cold resistance genes outpacing modern lions by 20%, hinting at pack hunts across snowbound steppes. But here's the twist: claw marks on nearby bison bones suggest it's scavenged too, a king stooping to scraps. What kind of predator blends such contradictions? Imagine the hunt. You're a tribesman, torch flickering, as the cub's pack hums through the blizzard, closing on a herd. Your spear shakes as the ice cracks, revealing that golden form, its snarl frozen mid-roar. What would you do if its eyes seemed to track you, a predator waking from time? The ice captured its power, turning a tundra into a throne room where life and death danced. The air hums with its legacy, a reminder of a war we barely survived. Then came the Titan. In Siberia, 2021, a woolly rhinoceros, Coelodonta antiquitatus, thrust from the soil 12 feet long, 2 tons, heavy enough to flatten a car in a charge. Its 4-foot horn, sharp as a spear, thick as a club, gleamed, its dense fur clinging in patches. Stomach grasses, frozen from its last meal 35,000 years ago, told of a grazer turned warrior. But the shock? Blood liquid, crimson seeping from its veins when cut. Biology screams blood clots in minutes, decays in hours, yet here it was, flowing after millennia, antifreeze proteins or perfect cold. Debates rage, but that blood held DNA, whispering resurrection. Imagine facing that horn, its weight bearing down, would you run or stand? The cave bear, Ursus spilius, followed, unearthed in Austria, 2023. It reared 10 feet, half a ton, its skull a blunt hammer, fur thick, lips snarled, claws curved like sickles after 28,000 years. Cave paintings warned of this giant, feared by early humans who met it in the dark. DNA showed hibernation genes, yet its size suggests it hunted, contradicting the myth of a gentle brute. What kind of monster falls from glory? Picture you, torch dim, as its snarl freezes you, would you fight or flee? Finally, the woolly mammoth, Mammothus primogenius, icon of the Ice Age, found in 2018 in Yakusha, its 6-ton frame, tusks like ivory blades, calves with eyelashes intact, stomachs full of flowers preserved 39,000 years, DNA 98% intact by 2020, fuels cloning plans. Yet some herds lingered on islands, dying slowly as ice receded, a thread of resilience snapping. Imagine, their trumpets fading, would you mourn or marvel? The ice didn't just freeze, it held blueprints. Blood from rhinos, mammoths, lions liquid, coded with life challenges, extinction's finality. But as permafrost thaws, methane bombs threaten us, mirroring their fall. These creatures hunted, painted, survived with us, their reflection is our own. Can you feel the warning as their eyes stare back? The shadow wasn't a ghost, it was a prophecy. Will we learn or follow them into silence? That blink wasn't imagination, the next thaw will unleash what waits below. Subscribe, comment your guess, and let's uncover the ice's final secret together.